I'd like to thank you, especially from when you pointed out how hard coaches are working. The golf coaches are often overlooked with that. I was telling I'd like to congratulate all the kids here. I often think I was fortunate to play a lot of sports in high school. You guys worked so much harder than I did, and your generation is impressive. And also the coaches. I was telling Coach Barry that the other day at track practice, I heard Francois say go, and then another time he said ready, set, go. So everyone works hard. He just doesn't say, sometimes say on the mark. So track coaches do work hard too. I don't know where Francois is, but anyway. I'd also like to thank Miss Pine's here, she heard it, so that's all right. Mr. Bolivar pointed out too, and other coaches, Ms. Kegel does so much. Golf is a pretty easy sport to coach, but we also have to switch matches and various things for weather. And when Mr. Bolivar isn't around, she's someone that can handle it and a great point person, so we appreciate her. I'd also like to thank Mr. Barry. He was my assistant. Mr. Barry and I, we've been here a long time, 2000. We coached 17 years of football and basketball. And kids around here don't know us as the football and basketball coach, but if you wonder when that was, just look at the wall, the ones with patches, when we were the coaches. But the reason I bring that up is we used to look like Mr. Francois, but now we're the golf coaches. So, but I appreciate him and all he did. And I'd also like to point out that a double thank you, we're just acknowledge Mr. Bolivar and Mr. Barry, because Mr. Clark and I kicked around for 7 years about getting a girls program. And we never really could get it over the hump. These two guys did it. And you can fact check it. I've said it, and I don't know that it's 100% true, but I think we're the only Group 1 team in the state that has a girls golf team. Mr. Barry, I don't want to steal anything what he's going to say, but you even look at the division that our girls are in. It's Kingsway, Williamstown, Washington Township, Clearview. All Group 4s and bigger, and then Shalleck. And, that's a credit to these two guys who, saw the vision that Mr. Clark started and got it over the hump. So I appreciate that. All right, our golf season this year, we were 11-9. It was a solid year. I was just telling Mr. Barry, it wasn't the most, eventful year. But one thing that goes back to pretty much everyone in this room, and it's a credit to the parents, is the quality of kids we have here at Shalleck, and the cream of the crop is in this gym. But I look at this golf team, they are a pleasure to coach. It's a tough sport. Only one condition is that we go to a public course where there are public people, and we have 17 boys on the team, 10 or 11 girls, and they have to have a lot of personal responsibility to go out and play the course and realize, what's at stake. And they do a wonderful job. Never do we have any complaints. This year we had the first incident, but it was a random incident with a golf ball breaking a cell phone. But that was the first time we've ever had a problem in my 7 years. But no, I appreciate the kids for that, and again, that trickles down from the parents. But again, so 11-9, we were 6-2 in the division. We couldn't get over the Woodstown hump in both the division and the county. But one of the things going forward we're excited about is, although we lose Jackson, Austin, Gabe, and Luke, who's not here, we have a number of kids. What's that? We have a number of kids that are underclassmen that we think got the golf bug and going to continue to grow our program. So we got some exciting stuff going forward. At this time, I'd like to say we had 2 first teamers this year, Ryan Johnson and Lance Creighton. Real quick about them. Lance was a first year, actually second year golfer. He did it his freshman year, then he was like, no, I don't really know what happened sophomore year. Then he started working at the course, and that's usually what gets them. And then Lance came out and really started to put it together late. Had a great year, was first team. I think he was, Mr. Barry would know more, maybe even 4th best county in the, best average in the county, and had a wonderful year. And if he continues to play and continue to work at the course, I'm sure he's going to have even a better year. Ryan actually had the best average in the county, and he gets hurt in gym class. Who is your gym teacher? What's that? It was the championship game, so he got hurt in gym class. It was the first time I thought we were going to have to need Miss Francois in golf, but the football coach mentality kicked in. I don't think we ever went to her, did we? No. So, but it didn't work out for us either because he really never got full strength. But he gutted up and walked 18 holes twice at the end of the year with the knee swelling up. So I appreciate that. But he, again, was the lowest average in the county. But when we got to the county championship, he was a little too banged up. The awards. We have 2 awards we give every year. Again, the Green and Gold and the Coaches Award. Before I get to it, again, I'd like to thank the seniors. Austin, first year out, definitely got the bug throughout the year. I remember Mr. Barry texted me. I was in an away match and it was like raining. And he's like, dude, you got to get Austin in the match. I'm like, why? He's like, he's here playing in the rain. So that's a credit to you, and we appreciate it. And the other is my wonderful nephew who made the decision to play golf over baseball this year. And it was a tough decision for him. No offense to you, Coach O'Brien, but no. Obviously, Coach O'Brien alluded to the issues that my nephew Jackson had, and the silver lining for me was I got to coach my nephew, and he had a hopefully good experience. We loved him on the golf team and wish him nothing but the best going back to baseball. Then he'll be back to golf in 4 years like the rest of us. All right, the 2 awards. First, our Green and Gold Award. Again, he was our leading scorer all year. I should say the lowest scorer is what we would say in golf. And another kid that would usually go to practice, golf 9, 12 holes, then play with his dad for another 18 holes. That's a pretty good athlete, and we credit him on his grind, and we give Ryan Johnson the Green and Gold Award. And then our Coaches Award, Coach Barry and I decided to give it to an athlete who's a senior. He's been in the program for 3 years. He's lettered. The good thing about Gabe is we could always count on him. I always said the best thing about Gabe is I know what his score is going to be because it's been the same for the 3 years. But we appreciate that. And I was writing his yearbook today, and I thought how, he's a valedictorian. We're a lot alike, me and you. And the thing that we're most alike is our parents definitely saved the best for last. And our Coach Award goes to Gabe Endres. We will meet in the classroom, golf team. All right.